Hello, my name's Michelle. Today I want to talk to you about some of the ideas that I've got from other people and the children and families that I work with about what helps when they're feeling upset and worried. When we're upset, we might feel all sorts of different things, and sometimes we might even think that we're not feeling anything at all. Sometimes we might feel sad, like this blue face here. When we feel sad, we might cry and we might be really miserable. We might not want to look at anyone or talk to anyone. We might shut ourselves away. Other times, we might be angry, like this red face here. When we're angry, we might shout, we might get into trouble, or we might be really, really grumpy. There's nothing wrong with feeling all these different things. You can see there's lots of different ways of feelings from these different emoticon balls here. So feeling happy is one of the feelings that it's nice to feel. But generally, I think it's good, or people say it's good, if they can just feel a bit better about themselves. So one of the ways that we can do this is to think about how we breathe. So we don't often think about how we breathe because we do it all the time. But there are some ways that we can breathe more carefully or thoughtfully, and it can help us calm ourselves and maybe feel a bit better that way. So I'm just going to show you something called box breathing. And this is something that you can do on your own, or you can do it with other people. But it's very easy. And hopefully this will be a little bit of a practice. And if it works for you, you can just do it for yourself whenever you're feeling a bit anxious or worried. So what you do is you breathe in for 4 seconds and then you hold your breath for 4 seconds. Then you breathe out for 4 seconds and you hold the out breath for 4 seconds. So I'll just talk you through it, okay? So breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4. Hold the out breath, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. So you can do that for as little or long as you want. If you needed to do it a bit faster or a bit slower, you could try that as well. Now, another way of thinking about breathing is by using bubbles. So maybe it might be more fun to do it that way. You can buy bubbles quite cheaply. I've got some here. You can also make bubble solution out of washing up liquid and water. So you might want to just experiment a bit to get the right consistency, but I've got some that's already made up here. So when I blow the bubbles, it slows my breath down a bit. I'll show you. And it's really nice to look at them floating away. If you're blowing bubbles with another a person or some other people, you can play games with it. You can blow them to another person and then they can try and blow the bubbles back to you. You can try and catch the bubbles and maybe burst them. There's lots of ways that it can be fun as well as calming. So it's a really nice thing that you can do together. So if you're a parent and child and you found that you haven't had much time together, it might be that 5 minutes of blowing bubbles just helps you connect a little bit more. I hope you find this useful. I'm going to be doing some more little recordings on using art materials as well. So they're things that also can help if we're feeling a bit upset or worried, or if we just really want to feel a bit better about ourselves.